Hello guys, and welcome back to another Unreal Engine tutorial. And in this video I will continue some of the work I've done with the animations from Mixamo, and in particular I want to implement this jump over, which we have here. So if I just play that, it's going to look like this. So the way I'm going to do this is, as usual, by using rootmotion to drive the position of the character. I just, as usual, exported this in regular FBX and brought it into Maya and fiddled around with the root bone, as you can see here. And you can easily do this yourself if you follow some of my other tutorials. So let's just skip that part and get right into Unreal, where we have this implemented already. The way I did this was actually again to look at the speed. So if I make a jump and without having any velocity really, he's just going to make this regular jump. So the thing is, if I have a speed greater than walk, then he's going to make this jump. Okay. One thing I haven't fixed yet, which I will fix in another video, I think, is the collision capsule. You will notice that the collision capsule is just, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's kind of as high as the character is. So if, let's say, I wanted to jump through some kind of small opening, then that wouldn't be possible, I think. No, actually it wouldn't. So if, for example, let's say I have something like this, that would be really cool if I could do that, but I haven't done it, so this will obviously fail. Okay, so that's a limitation. I will fix that in, later on. Anyway, a quick look at what the logic behind this is. I've just extended this stuff we have when I jump. So we have all this stuff going on. I've explained this in previous videos. So after this, can we reach a ledge? I just say, okay, can we maybe jump over some obstacle? Let's make this a comment for this. And jump over this. I kind of like to make these comments and color code them, so I know that these bits are important, or in this case the green kind of tells me that it's something, they are related. So let's see if I can find that, something similar to the other ones. Okay, so when I look at this, I know all my acrobatics stuff I've implemented so far is the green stuff. Anyway, so I made this function called try jump over obstacle, and I hijacked my function as we've been using before, this one are facing a wall, to take now a height point. So the height point is going to take a variable being an arrow component. So you may have noticed that I have yet another arrow, the blue one down here, the dark blue one. So that's at that's my knee point. So I have my knee point and my interaction point here, which was a scene component before, but I changed it out with an arrow, just by replacing all the references I had to it, and putting it at the pelvis. So this is the pelvis point still. Yeah, I had to check for my velocity here, making sure that I'm above 300 units, and you know, walking is 200 and running full speed is 600, so I thought 300 is okay. But obviously something you could play around with. So if I'm not able, if I don't have the correct speed, I just want to exit this and say I can't jump over obstacles. So I'm returning a bool saying if I could jump over something. And then I ask, do we have something blocking the knees? And I say that in a local variable. And I ask, do we have something blocking the pelvis? And I say that in a local variable as well. Actually, this is kind of unnecessary, but I still like to do it. And then I say, if I don't have anything blocking my pelvis, but I do have something blocking my knees, then I want to make a jump over an obstacle. So I tell my animation blueprint to play this, do something. And if not, then I'm just going to say I can't find something to jump over. I'm also setting the movement mode to flying. In the other climbing situations, I had this being set by my climbing state, but I kind of think it's either I need to change this or could maybe introduce yet another state, but I thought it was better just to say, okay, now I'm in the, because I'm not climbing, So when we reach out of this and say, okay, if we can't jump over anything, then we're just gonna do the regular jump. Okay, and the last bit is inside the animation graph, not that one. This one. So this event jump over obstacle is just another, maybe you can see that here. It's another iAnimation interface function I created without any parameters. Just saying, okay, if you get this one, just play the montage jump over the obstacle, and the montage I made is just basically it's the animation we saw from Mixamo with a little change. I kept the first 11 frames because it looked better. So he's starting right off with the jump. Could maybe have kept one more frame, but anyway. And then I removed the last 2 frames because that made this transition to the next movement a little bit smoother. And inside the montage, I just have this landed on ground notifier we made in the last video, or one of the previous video at least. So this one, landed on ground, is just saying we need to return this one, landed on ground, update the climbing state to not climbing, and I know that this one is also going to set my movement state to walking back again. So yeah, again, I kind of hijacked this one, but it's maybe I should change the name instead. Anyway, that's all I have for this time actually. Let's just take a look at it again, see if we can jump over this one. Looks pretty cool. And what happens if we do something like this? Still, and maybe nope. And what if we come over one of these? Nothing unexpected is happening, like a roll or something. You could maybe have some situations where he would maybe do a sudden roll. Okay, so you probably want to pay attention to how you design your levels. Definitely want to do that. I think this is starting to kind of illustrate what you can do with these traces to create this, what I call surroundings awareness. So you can implement different kinds of actions based on what you do. So let's see, do we have this one? Yes, we still have that one. Right, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you can use this. Until next time, bye.